Hello student, in this lecture we will see some basic accounting terminologies. Accounting year, main point. The year for which final account are prepared after closing all the account is termed as an accounting year. Previously, the parties were free to adopt any year as accounting year. For example, 1st October to 30th September or 1st July to 30th June on each year. But now the Income Tax Act has made it compulsory to adopt 1st April to 31st March as accounting year. The period of the containing 365 days, means 365 days, or in the leap year 366 days is called a year. It is divided into 12 months and it may be from 1st January to 31st December. Accounting year refer to the span of time usually of a year at the end of which income or financial statement are prepared to find out the result of the business done during the relevant period and to know the resource of the business. The businessman work out timely measurement by artificially splitting business longevity into year intervals called accounting period. The books of account are closed at the end of each accounting year. The business concern may choose and adopt any one of the following accounting year, which must be consist of 12 months for preparing accounting statement. Between 1st January to 31st December, it is known as calendar year, and 1st April to 31st March of the next year, it is known as financial year also, followed by the central and state government in India. In India, most of the business firm followed the financial year from 1st April to 31st March next year as their accounting year. म्हणजेच जो बिझनेसमॅन आहे हा जो काय अकाउंटिंगचा रेकॉर्ड करतोय किंवा जे काय हिशेब करतोय त्याच्या ज्या काय रेकॉर्ड नोंदी ठेवतोय ह्याचा पिरियड हा 12 मंथचा असतो, 12 महिन्यांचा असतोय आणि जे हिशेब असतील किंवा जे कॅल्क्युलेशन असेल त्यासाठी इयर्स पिरियड किंवा इयर्स कोणतं ठेवायचं हे पूर्णपणे त्याच्यावर अवलंबून असते. परंतु सध्या इन्कम टॅक्सच्या दृष्टिकोनातून जे अकाउंटिंग केलं जातं हे 1 इयर्सचं एका वर्षापासून सुरू होतंय, म्हणजेच एका वर्षाला स्टार्ट असं होतंय, जे 1st एप्रिल टू 31st मार्चला बंद होते. म्हणजे 1st एप्रिलला जेव्हा सुरुवात होते आणि 31st मार्चला ते क्लोज केलं जातंय. वर्षाच्या शेवटी जो बिझनेसमॅन म्हणजेच मालक असेल हा त्याचा पूर्णपणे फायनान्शियल म्हणजे फायनल अकाउंट हे बनवतोय, म्हणजे ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट, बॅलन्स शीट हा पूर्णपणे तयार करत असतो आणि ज्यावरून त्या बिझनेसची फायनान्शियल पोझिशन काय हे लक्षात येते. नेक्स्ट, ट्रेडिंग कन्सर्न. The institution, enterprise or organization which are established with the objective of earning profit and serving society through undertaking production or distribution of the goods or service are called the trading concern. They either manufacture or purchase goods and sell them at a profit. The trading concern prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet to find out gross profit, net profit and financial position of the business respectively. बिझनेस कन्सर्न मीन्स व्यापारी संस्था. या बिझनेस कन्सर्न म्हणजे अशा कन्सर्न आहेत की ज्या प्रॉफिट मिळवण्याच्या उद्देशाने गुड्स सेल करतात किंवा सेल करण्यासाठी त्या इस्टॅब्लिश झालेल्या असतात, स्थापन झालेल्या असतात. त्यांना या ज्या काही ऑर्गनायझेशन आहेत की त्यांच्याकडून बिझनेस करणाऱ्या संघटना किंवा व्यावसायिक संघटना ऑर्गनायझेशन किंवा नफा मिळवणाऱ्या ऑर्गनायझेशन या नावाने सुद्धा त्यांना ओळखलं जातं. नेक्स्ट इज नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गनायझेशन किंवा नॉन प्रॉफिट कन्सर्न. The institution, enterprise, or organization which are formed and established on serve society or general public by undertaking various activities without any profit motive are called non-profit concern. They are also known as social, charitable, or cultural organization. For example, Red Cross Society, public hospital, trade union, sport club, school, college, etc. They undertake activities for the welfare of the general public and to bring about development in art, culture, and religion. They prepare receipt and payment account, income and expenditure, and balance it to record the inflow and outflow of cash, expenses, and income, and assets and liability respectively. म्हणजे प्रॉफिटचा उद्देश नसलेल्या पण समाजाला सर्व्हिसेस किंवा सेवा प्रदान करणाऱ्या ज्या काही संघटना आहेत किंवा ज्या काही संस्था आहेत, फर्म आहेत, त्यांना या नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट कन्सर्न असं म्हटलं जातं. त्यांचा मेन ऑब्जेक्ट आर्ट, सायन्स, स्पोर्ट, कल्चर, चॅरिटी, प्रोफेशन या सर्वांना जास्तीत जास्त मोटिव्ह करणं, प्रोत्साहन देणं हा असतो. Next point is goodwill. Goodwill is defined as the benefit arising from business connection and reputation and name earned in the market. It is an extra value attached to an established business or and above the value of its tangible assets. Means assets having physical existence. In order, uh, goodwill is an intangible asset. In other words, it may be stated as the value set upon the income earning power of the business due to its name and popularity in the business capacity, its situation, etc. Next, profit. The business is carried on the on profit but is adverse time it may result into loss. Hence the question arises as the what is profit and what is loss. Profit means the term is divided into gross profit and net profit. When the selling price of goods is more than the cost price, it is a profit. Profit increase the capital of the business. ज्या वेळेला कॉस्ट प्राइस पेक्षा सेलिंग प्राइस ही जास्त असते त्यावेळेला प्रॉफिट झालेला असं समजलं जातंय. म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला खर्च कमी आणि त्यापासून मिळणारं इन्कम हे जास्त त्यावेळेला प्रॉफिट असं म्हटलं जातंय आणि हे प्रॉफिट त्या बिझनेसचं कॅपिटल इन्क्रीज करण्यासाठी हेल्प करत असतं. नेक्स्ट इज अ लॉस. Revenue of profit, example excess of cost price over sales price, etc., is termed as gross loss. When cost price of goods is more than its selling price, it is a loss. Loss decrease in the capital of business. ज्या वेळेला बिझनेस मधील कॉस्ट प्राइस ही जास्त असते आणि सेलिंग प्राइस कमी असते त्यावेळेला लॉस झाला असं म्हटलं जातं. हा लॉस त्या बिझनेसच्या कॅपिटल मधून भरून काढावा लागत असतो. Income. It is a revenue arising as a result of business transaction. For example, amount received from sale of goods or providing service to customer. It also includes other item of revenue common to many business like receipt of rent, interest, commission, dividend, etc. means any revenue received is called as income. Next point is assets. Properly of any kind owned by businessman is called an asset. The ownership of the asset must be with business unit, for example, land, building, plant, machinery, furniture, motor car, etc. There is three types of asset. First is fixed asset, non-current asset. Fixed assets mean the assets which give benefit to the business for a long time. These assets are purchased for a long use of the business and not for the sale purpose. For example, building, machinery, furniture, land, plant, furniture, etc. बिझनेसमध्ये आवश्यक असणाऱ्या गरजांसाठी काही असेट्स परचेस केल्या जातात, ज्याचा पर्पज हा सेल करणे असा नसतो, पण लॉंग टर्म यूज करण्यासाठी केल्या जातात. त्याला फिक्स असेट असं म्हटलं जातं. नेक्स्ट, करंट असेट्स. Assets which remain in the business for only a short time and can be converted into cash very easily are called as current asset. For example, debtors, bills receivable, stock, cash, etc. ज्या असेट त्या बिझनेसमध्ये शॉर्ट पिरियडसाठी युजफुल असतात आणि त्या कॅशमध्ये कन्वर्ट व्हेरी इझिली कॅशमध्ये कन्वर्ट होऊ शकतात, ज्यांना करंट असेट्स असं म्हटलेलं आहे. नेक्स्ट इज फिक्टिशियस असेट्स. These assets which have neither physical from nor real value but on technical or legal ground treated as assets are called fictitious assets. For example, heavy advertising expenses paid at stage, preliminary expenses, discount allowed on issue of shares, etc. Such expenses will be written off in the future to profit and loss account. They are shown on the asset side of the balance sheet till they are completely written off. Liability. Liability means the total obligations or debt payable by the enterprise in the future in the form or money or goods. In other words, the liabilities of the business refer to all amount owned by or payable by it. For example, proprietor's capital, bank overdraft, sundry creditors, unpaid expenses, loans borrowed, deposit and advance received by the business, etc. त्या बिझनेसला इतर बिझनेससाठी किंवा इतरांना द्यावी लागणारी जी काय अमाऊंट असेल किंवा जी काय कॅश असेल, राशी असेल, ज्याला लॅबिलिटीज असं म्हटलं जातं. हे एक कर्ज आहे किंवा इतरांकडून प्राप्त केलेला जो काही बेनिफिट होता त्याच्या बदल्यात त्यांना ती तेवढी देयता ही पे करायला लागते. फर्स्ट, ए फिक्स्ड लायबिलिटी. Liability which are continue for very long period of time and are refunded only after dissolution of the business are called fixed liability. One of the major source of fund is the building, plant and machinery, etc. is fixed liability. Fixed liability may be in the from firm secured loans such as debenture, bonds, loans from bank, loan from financial institution, etc. Amount raised by issue of shares, capital which covers major portion of the business fund is also considered as fixed liability. फिक्स्ड लायबिलिटी हा मेजर सोर्स ऑफ फंड आहे, ज्यामध्ये कॅपिटल किंवा लोन्स असतील, दीर्घ मुदतीची बँकेकडून घेतलेले किंवा कर्ज असतील, यांचा त्यामध्ये समावेश होतो. नेक्स्ट, करंट लायबिलिटी. Liability that is continued for short interval of time and must be paid by the business within a period of 1 year is called current liability. For example, bank overdraft, trade, creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, etc. Current liability constitute short-term source of finance. And then last, net worth or owner's equity of capital means the total amount of fund provided by the proprietor in this business is called net worth. It also refer to proprietors fund. It is also refer to the excess value of assets of the firm over its outside liabilities as shown by the balance sheet. It is nothing but the capital owned by a business. It is owner's equity or capital. प्रोप्रायटर कडून बिझनेसला जो काही फंड प्रोव्हाइड केला जातो ज्याला कॅपिटल असं म्हटलं जातं. तसंच बिझनेसची जी काही लायबिलिटीज आहेत त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्तीची असणारी असेट्स म्हणजेच कॅपिटल असतं. यालाच नेट वर्थ असं देखील म्हटलेलं आहे. कॅपिटल आणि याचा समावेश हा या ठिकाणी नेटवर्थ मध्ये होत असतो. भांडवल जे आहे ज्याचं रोख किंवा वस्तू किंवा असेट्स या स्वरूपात ते दाखवलं जातं. यासाठी आपल्याला काही सम्स देखील दिलेले आहेत जे हायलाइट केलेले आहेत. नेटवर्थ इज इक्वल टू ओनर्स इज इक्वल टू कॅपिटल. ज्यावेळेला आपण प्रॅक्टिकल करणार त्यावेळेला तुमच्या सगळं ते लक्षात येणार आहे. तोपर्यंत तुम्ही ते ज्या कन्सेप्ट दिलेल्या आहेत त्या नीट वाचून समजून घ्यायचे.